Melvo lit that shit bang.
Welcome back, everybody, to Crow's Judgment, and we have a bit of an update on the story from yesterday. So as you can see here, this is a statement made on Reddit. It was a pretty quick back and forth, but we have Dolan Dark from the Pyrocynical French girl situation. For those of you who aren't aware, Keemstar uploaded the French girl interview to SoundCloud. Now, he's been holding this back since December, and for some reason, randomly, on a Thursday night, he tells everyone, hey, I'm going to drop it now. It's not on Drama Alert. I'm putting it up on SoundCloud. Bye! And I said, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you've been hyping this stuff up, right? You keep bringing it up. Your excuse has always been, well, I want to give Pyrocynical a chance to come forward and respond to it on his own. But then he pussies out, won't post it on Drama Alert, and does it on SoundCloud instead. I'll be frank with you. I honestly feel like Keemstar understands that there's literally nothing here. And I remember a podcast, you probably find it on Tommy C's channel back when he was still good with like Diorio and everybody, where he was on there and Tommy C even told him, hey, if you got a situation between an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old and nothing like sexual is even occurring, you're talking about a situation between a senior in high school and a freshman in high school. It's not a big deal, right? And Keemstar kind of acknowledged that, but yeah, like there's really nothing here to implicate Pyrocynical in anything. However, one thing did come up during this interview, and I really find it gross and disgusting, and it's pretty much... I find gross and disgusting what happened, as well as the way Keemstar is trying to imply Pyrocynical and his friends are responsible for it happening. But the French girl apparently latched on to somebody else within that friend group after Pyrocynical basically ended things with her. So we found out in the interview that nothing sexual basically happened, right? Their romantic, intense relationship was apparently one selfie that Pyrocynical had sent to her with him and his dog, her not really knowing, but thinking maybe probably that she did send a photo, but she's not really sure if she did or didn't. And, talking about video games and certain fan art that they thought was good. That's it. That's your romantic, intense relationship, right? So giant nothing burger. However, there was another person that was in this, like, Pyrocynical friend group with like Dolan Dark, Anything for Views, like a group of people, right? And this individual is 23, and he reached out to the French girl. The French girl reached out to him. She admits during the interview with Keemstar that she lied about her age to say that she was older, and that he lied about his age to say that he was younger when the two basically met, right? Now, I don't know exactly what that means, right? I don't know how old she said she was. I don't know how young he said he was, but essentially, that was an actual sexual relationship that happened between a 14-year-old and a 23-year-old, which is sick, gross, and disgusting. And this this reality guy, whoever he is, right? Because we only really have a YouTube name that apparently is gone now. He's deleted himself from the internet. That person should be arrested. If you do know who he is, yeah, expose that guy. Again, he's not on the internet anymore, but like, yeah, I kind of feel like making his name public is probably a very smart thing to do. However, during the interview, Keemstar and the French girl go on to say things like, everybody knew that this 23-year-old was in this relationship with a 14-year-old. Right? And I want to play one quick segment from this interview, right? Which to me would debunk the entire claim there that everybody knew, right? And it's pretty much right here.
People who put out these allegations wanted us to just finish everything off to protect him.
Yeah.
Well, okay, sorry, two things. The first one is that everybody who knew Pyrocynical was talking with this girl wanted them to stop, right? Because they didn't want Pyrocynical doing anything that could be bad for him. They knew it could look bad. They wanted him to stop before anything really happened, right? And there you go. So I do think it's funny because Keemstar has been like pounding his chest. He does it in the interview again, where he takes responsibility for ending things before anything could have happened. But it sounds like, and even the French girl said it, that it was actually Pyrocynical's friends who put a stop to it, not Keemstar. So gotta have to pull that little fucking medal away from him. Sorry, buddy. But this would be the next part.
This other YouTuber, and his name is
Ancient Reality.
Ancient Reality. People know that this is a very inappropriate relationship. Why didn't anybody say anything publicly?
I have no idea why. Anything for views try to help me, and sadly I denied it because I was very stupid.
Okay, so she says it herself. Anything for views, who was a member of that group, tried to help her out when he found out about the situation, and she denied it, right? So I'm sitting there going like, okay, so she denied this situation was going on, right? And so anything for views is the only one trying to help her out, and she's saying, no, nothing's going on, whatever, leave me alone, right? And I'm sitting there going like, okay, so what? Like, the friends have already stopped Pyrocynical from communicating with the French girl, and Pyrocynical's 18 at the time. But now the friends are like, oh, 23-year-old? Yeah, whatever. Do it, buddy. Go for it. It makes no fucking sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And in the interview, she goes on to say, well, I denied that there was anything happening there. And so this situation from Dolan Dark, who's being implicated here as giving this guy a free pass to do whatever he wants, is saying like, of course not. I didn't know. Who the fuck would stand by and let that happen? No one knew about the extent of the situation. The guy involved, Ancient Reality, covered it up and then lied about it when confronted. I only found out about what he did to her a few months ago, and when he was confronted about it, he completely denied it, and then shortly after, he removed everyone / deleted any contact anyone had with him. There you go. There you fucking go. Right? And Keemstar, who's been sitting on this interview since December, so what, like 4 months? Let's say 3.5 months. Keemstar's been sitting on this for 3.5 months? Did the dumbass do any research into this? Did he reach out to Dolan Dark? Or did Killer Keemstar, fucking host a drama alert? Let's get right into the fucking news! Did he sit on a story for 3.5 months and then drop this interview on SoundCloud? Because he's a pussy, but he's also an egomaniac, right? So he can't put it on his channel because he'll look like a fucking moron, especially after the Anthony Berwatis situation, and that just blew up in his fucking face. But also he's an egomaniac, so he can't just keep putting out the "where's the French girl" interview. Keem backed out of the French girl interview, so he drops this onto SoundCloud. Dude, did you look into her story at all? Did you contact Dolan Dark or any of these people? Right? I am genuinely curious, because you think that would have been in your twit longer. I reached out to the people and they refused to provide a comment. Something like that. Because you know what Keemstar's going to turn around and say? Well, these aren't my accusations. These are the girls' accusations. Hey, dumbass. Maybe you don't understand this, but when a news channel, right, decides to run a story and they don't verify shit in the fucking story, they get sued for a fucking libel. And I know, throwing around the term lawsuit, yada, yada, yada. My point is, yes, as a news channel or, a drama baiting bitch, you can be held accountable for running through with stories that you can't back up, verify at all. And you made several definitive, declarative statements in that interview that you decided to upload on your own. Don't blame the French girl, all right? Don't blame the French girl and say, well, she told it to me, so I just had to run my fucking mouth. You dumbass. You inglorious dumbass. Anyways, guys, that's the update. I'm pretty sure Dolan Dark or Pyrocynical or whoever probably going to ignore it. Or they'll come out with proof that this ancient reality guy, probably they didn't know very well. And when they did try to reach out to him, he probably did block them all when they found out about it. I don't know. I honestly have no fucking idea, right? I really don't. I wouldn't respond to something as stupid as Keemstar at this point. Because the dude does literally no research. He sits on this pedo story for literally over 3 months, sitting on a story about a confirmed pedophile, right? And tries to make it all about Pyrocynical because, you know, he's one of the pettiest, most idiotic people on YouTube today.
Novo, let that shit bang.